Hello, everybody. Welcome to CNET's Open Tab. This is our weekly show where we have a few drinks and chat with you, the live viewing audience on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you might be. My name is Jeff Bacalar. Today we have two very special guests. To my right, Samantha Rhodes. She is our CNET News editorial intern. Thanks for being here, Sam.
Thank you.
And along with Sam is Lyda Attenborough from CBS Sports. And if you've been keeping score at home, did you get that sports joke?
I did.
Lyda, you're actually the first non-CNET guest that's ever been on the program. So thank you for breaking the mold and breaking all the rules. And we really appreciate you being here.
Absolutely a joy and pleasure to be here.
All right, rock and roll. So we want you, the live viewing audience, to submit your questions, submit your comments, start a conversation. You want to know something about what we do here? Let us know, and we'll answer it if it's appropriate. All right, so let's kick things off. Comic-Con in San Diego is coming up. This is a pop culture event. Kicks off July 21st, and it's not just about the cosplay and toys. For me, it's about the toys. But this year, we've got plenty of movies getting the spotlight attention at the convention. This summer alone, we've got Suicide Squad. We've got Star Trek Beyond. Who knows what Beyond is? That's where we're going. What movies are you guys looking forward to? And Lyda, you're not allowed to say X-Files because you're wearing an X-Files hat. We know you're excited about that franchise. You are now not allowed to talk about that. So yeah, what movies are you guys looking forward to in the geekdom universe?
I'm super excited about Suicide Squad, but that's just because I'm obsessed with Margot Robbie, who is gorgeous, and she's, what is the name of the character?
Harley Quinn?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of important.
I kind of forgot that part.
That's important.
Yeah, I'm not into the, I could be into the geek side of it.
So you just like her?
I just like her.
You just got a Margot Robbie thing?
Yeah.
All right, I'm into that. She's great.
She is.
Yeah. What else has she done?
She was in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, that's right.
She was a very sexy wife.
So you really like Margot Robbie. I respect the hell out of that. All right, so what about Suicide Squad? Are you into the whole sort of backstory about what that group of villains are, like what that is?
Yeah, they're all like villains who are now coming to help save the day. Is that the premise? I really just know that Margot Robbie's in it.
Okay. Fair enough. You've got a one-track mind when it comes to this
apparently
movie. So Lyda, what are your thoughts on that movie?
I like the idea that it's another comic book based movie.
Sure.
And I'm pro comic book movies, so the more the merrier.
Right.
So I wish it success.
Yeah, but there's a but here.
Yeah.
I can hear it coming.
It's coming. It's coming in hot.
I'm just like, I don't know yet. I'm not quite on board yet. I don't know what it is yet.
I know what it is.
What is it?
You're just not convinced yet.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Not convinced of what?
How good it's going to actually be. It's a lot of hype around it, and I understand why.
Yeah.
And so I support that.
Sure.
But at the same time, I'm like, is that story going to be really as good as they promise?
I don't know.
It looks good, though.
I think
good
it
from the
looks
preview.
good. I like the fact that Will Smith is like getting his hands dirty with a comic book movie. I think that's really cool. The whole Jared Leto Joker thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
Kind of. And don't get me wrong. That's Jordan Catalano. Okay. Yeah. I go way back with Jared Leto. Okay. You know what that is?
Big fan.
Do you know?
No.
My So-Called Life? No.
No.
Oh right.
You'll
You're
have
like
to-
25, right?
22.
22. Okay, anyway, we have to get that and make everyone in the building feel old. That's not what we needed to do.
I know.
So I don't know. I feel like all the hype surrounding that movie was a little muddied when they debuted him as the Joker.
Right.
Not that he's an incapable, inferior actor. He's a brilliant actor. Something didn't jive right? Like, what was it?
Something's a little off.
Right?
I just can't put my finger on it yet.
I think people were maybe a little unimpressed with the depiction of the Joker that they were trying to go for with that. I mean, people who've played the Joker, it's a pretty high-profile pedigree. I mean,
Agreed.
you're talking Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger.
Oh, Heath Ledger is a Joker.
Oh, right?
He's crazy, yeah.
Like Margot Robbie for
Exactly.
you. Yeah, okay, that's
Exactly.
what I thought. I mean, come on, let's be honest. That's kind of just did it for you, for me. I mean,
For both.
For both. He did it for both of us.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like things kind of got started off a little weird with that. I don't know. I mean, there's capable people making this movie. It's not like this is out of left field. So I'm cautiously optimistic. How about that?
That's a good way
right?
to put it.
Let's
Yes.
leave it at that.
I like that.
All right, then we have the new Star Trek film. I really dug the first one that J.J. Abrams did.
Yeah.
Same.
People kind of didn't like
The second one
the
so
middle
much.
one. What was that called? This is like
don't remember.
more stars in trekking.
Basically,
no,
that's
no.
sort of what
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah,
I forgot the name. I can't.
I don't remember. Do we know? Does the
Do we
controller
know? Do we
remember
know?
what the hell
Come
that
on.
movie was called?
Brian.
Tom, you don't know? He's like, I got no
Into
idea.
Darkness.
Into the darkness.
Ah, nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
They went to the darkness.
Yeah.
That
I
was
liked
okay.
it.
was
I you know, I guess because I'm a fan of what's his name? God, here I go again.
Zach Quinto,
No. The one who played
the main guy,
the main bad guy.
the main bad guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Eric Bana.
No.
Oh, that was the first
He's going
one.
to be playing Dr.
Oh,
Strange.
Cumberpatch.
Yikes.
Benedict Cumberpatch.
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
That
I'm
one.
not a Cumberbitch, but
Oh, I didn't say that.
That's what they're called. The groupies are Cumber.
Yeah.
Really?
bitches.
Oh my God.
that's
we
what they
gotta
call
really
him. So I'm
redo
not
these
that
names.
one, but I do like his work. So.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
I
that
thought
was
he
very
did a
good.
great job, and
Sure.
I enjoyed it.
I feel like this one, the hype is kind of lukewarm.
Agreed.
However, on the social side,
Yeah.
Zulu is supposed to be gay
Oh.
in this one,
That's
which
cool.
I was. I mean, people are pretty excited about it, except for the guy who used to play him. Or is it Sulu?
Right.
Zulu.
Zulu. Yeah. Okay. The guy who used to play him is not happy about it.
Well, cry me a river, right? What are we gonna do? Get with the times, right?
Yeah.
Grow up. How about you
Move
grow
on.
up? All right, so that's cool. There's new Marvel stuff coming out.
Doctor
Marvel,
Strange, I already mentioned that.
Doctor Strange.
Yep.
What do we think about Doctor Strange?
I'm all on board. I know there's some conflicts in regards to some of the characters.
Wait,
whatever.
Lyda, explain to me, because I know who Doctor Strange is.
Okay.
That's about it. So what are the conflicts people are talking about?
There's I don't even want to bring it up, but
you can. No, this is a safe place.
well, they said some people are saying it's being whitewashed,
Oh.
and I'm just like, really? I don't know. I like the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
they're changing it up. Sometimes I'm against it, but this one it looks like it'll work.
Okay.
One of the other baddies may not be as bad as people are going to think he
Okay,
is.
okay.
So that's another thing. People are kind of like, I don't know. I think it's going to work out.
Sam, any thoughts on Mr. Strange?
I know less than you do, but it sounds thrilling.
Okay, that
That's
was
also a
a very
concept.
genuine opinion. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's also very exciting because it's deals with more supernatural side
Right,
of the
sure.
comics, which they kind of tried to do in Thor, but they were intimidated or
Okay.
something. Or
Wow,
intimidated.
you really
You
But
know your
this
stuff.
the
Oh
whole
yeah.
philosophy set up around this.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay.
But I really, when I saw Doctor Strange, the comic book movie, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this is really good stuff.
Right.
So I'm really glad that they're trying to put it on the big screen. I think people will enjoy it.
Okay, there you have it. And then finally, I love the first one of this franchise. It's a relatively new comic book series, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Who, if you're a fan of my podcast, The 404 Show, we actually interviewed James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy.
How did that go?
We did that like years ago, way before there was a Guardian or a Galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Way before a galaxy.
Way before there was any of that. There wasn't
Before a
even, There wasn't
universe.
even Spider-Man.
Oh wow.
No, it was rad. He actually directed or wrote a video game at the time, so we had him in there.
Nice.
It was pretty cool. You can go back into the archives and check that out. But
Definitely.
the sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy, did you see the first one?
I did.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for the second because I mean I'm into every type of this kind of like action or
Right.
superheroes, and this was sort of a funny satire.
I love that.
And I was into that.
For me, it like almost scratched that the itch of like a Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I think I just really dig those like goofy sort of space opera things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this really, did it for me. Lyda, what do you think?
Same.
Yeah,
Exact
you're
same
feeling
thing.
it.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Okay. Before we take questions, let's talk real quick. Star Wars Rogue One, like a lot of information coming out about
Yes.
that. There's a new droid. There's which
I did see it.
I like don't
It's
want to know
weird.
this stuff. I just want to
I
see
know.
the movie.
Exactly, like-
People aren't gonna be happy until
Is
they
that
show
the
you
droid
every
that
last thing of this movie.
I
It looks
know.
like a bug, a
Yeah,
giant bug.
He's got a weird
You've
head.
seen it, right?
Yeah, he's got a
He's got a
An
creepy
odd
head.
head.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Like a
about that.
giant ant or
His
something.
name's like K2SO5.
Right.
6, 11,
Six-
12.
Yeah, G.
6, 11, 12.
Something like that.
I'm like, really? I'm gonna look that up.
So there's all this stuff that's coming out about Star Wars. Some of it is a little spoilery. We're not going to get into it. New artwork. They have a whole behind-the-scenes video.
They did.
about
I
it.
saw it. It's amazing.
So
if you want to
what-
get psyched about that movie,
Yeah.
watch that.
So can you
video.
like give us like a quick crash course, like without spoiling stuff?
Sure.
What-
Well, basically, they just take you into a lot of the like tracking shots. They'll show the director and the camera guy like actually moving with all the characters.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, I did see
And
that.
they show the big explosions. And how a lot of it was shot outside without a green screen.
Right.
And it's really exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
And the music that goes along with the video really gets you
Yeah.
hyped.
Epic.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I thought what was it? The latest Star Wars was. I thought it was okay,
Okay, yeah.
for a carbon copy of a movie.
Yeah.
That's
but
what a lot of people
I'm
said,
kind of,
yeah.
I'm kind of into the Rogue One stuff. I think.
Yeah, I
I
wanna
like
see
it. It's
that.
gonna be all new.
I'm hearing we have some questions from the control room. What do you got for us in there?
Right. Hey, everybody. So we have a few questions from our live chat. Jason, and a couple comments as well. Jason says that he can't wait for the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Sewell, if I pronounce that right, wants to know your thoughts about if you heard of the news about a young lady taking over the Iron Man role, but that'll be in the comics. And Raymond wanted to ask if you guys think the Enterprise will race other starships in Star Trek. And a quick shout out to Dean in YouTube. Hi, we're live.
Hey, we're very live. This is all happening right now.
At this very
you
moment.
are freaking out, man. So will the Enterprise race other? Is that a Star Trek thing?
I haven't heard
I
that
don't
one.
know.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I've never heard of that. That would be
Yeah,
weird.
nah,
That would be like
that's-
Phantom Menace kind of crap.
Yeah,
It'd be kind of cool, though. I mean, you know, get them all together and
Like-
race.
You'd be like, okay,
It just seems
first
kind
one
of
to
like.
the future wins. You guys ready?
Yeah, what is the point of it?
Was war?
Yeah, where would they race to?
Right? Like Saturn? I don't get it.
That'd be good, right?
Right?
Yeah, are you meaning that
Wrap
they
it
race to
around
Saturn?
quick.
First one to Saturn wins, you guys.
And then you
But
gotta
then what do they
swing
win?
back.
I don't know, like space cash?
Aliens?
Aliens?
They win aliens.
I
Bragging
guess so.
rights?
That's an interesting topic, the Iron Man as a female character. I heard a
Yes.
little bit about that.
I've heard nothing.
Yeah, isn't she a young black woman? And she's like a badass
Right.
and
Where did you hear
doing
this?
cool things. Oh, it's,
Come on,
first of all,
share.
all over CNET. So that's how I heard it.
Of course.
So, I just heard in my ear, she's 15 years old.
Yeah, she's a 15-year-old, like, brilliant warrior type of thing.
Like an Antoinette Stark sort of situation here.
Yeah.
So here's the cool thing, right? Well, here's what I want to know. And again, I'm a full transparency. I don't know enough about this whole story, but so is she like, because if everyone knows, like everyone knows Tony Stark's Iron Man,
Right.
right? So if this girl is like we can call her Iron Woman, right?
Yeah.
Or is
Iron
she
Girl?
like pretending to
Well,
be
she would
Iron
be
She's
Girl?
girl, I
15.
think,
Iron
so.
Teen.
Iron Teen.
Whoa.
Sounds like
You
a
just-
vitamin.
Are we not crafting our own
We
Marvel
are.
universe right now?
You're right, it does sound like a vitamin.
Right?
Right? Have you taken your Iron Teen today?
Exactly.
It's good for you.
It's really great.
What was
Like
the other question?
Antoinette.
Wasn't it?
Was there another one?
The other, Rod, or the other question was, do you guys think the Enterprise would race other spaceships in Star Trek?
Right. Yeah,
Would it race?
We talked about it.
Oh, yeah, we talked
We're
about
good.
that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't
No.
race.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't race.
They wouldn't
anything.
race,
Unanimous.
and Iron Teen is our newest friend.
Who would win in a race, Iron Teen or the Enterprise?
Oh, now that would
The
be.
Enterprise is thousands of times
It
bigger
goes
than
like the
us.
speed of light.
What if Iron Teen is actually several miles tall?
Oh, whoa.
Just blow your mind.
Mind being
Yeah.
blown. While our minds are being blown over that comment, Mike, you have another question for us?
Yeah, one more question from Raymond. He was wondering, if you guys follow the Fast and the Furious films and they're getting sequels, what are your thoughts on that franchise?
Okay, real quick. They shot a huge scene like 2 blocks away.
They
last
did.
week.
I saw it.
You saw that,
Yeah,
right?
I did. It was very exciting.
So many freaking cars. It was, I don't know. The whole Fast and Furious thing
Yeah,
is.
I thought. I mean, it's 8 now.
Like, where are they? Like, what? They race on the moon already. Because that's
yeah,
where
you
that's
have
going.
to you have
Yeah,
to
just
change
move
the
on.
plane literally. Like
Right?
you have to just go to the moon.
Yeah,
Just
you
go to the
have
moon.
Yeah,
Definitely
go to the
have
moon and then I'll watch it.
Go to the moon and race the Enterprise.
There you
And
go.
Iron Teen.
And Iron Teen. It'd be Vin Diesel in like a Charger, or like a Mustang Cobra, like a Shelby, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Him and that, with like nitrous, Iron Teen
That would be cool with her super
with her
jet.
like nuclear accelerator,
Yeah, right.
and the
Yeah.
Enterprise that can go the freaking speed of light or however
Yeah.
fast it can go.
Yeah, I think it's faster.
Faster than sure. Who's gonna win? Vin
You tell
Diesel.
us.
Vin Diesel,
Vin
obviously.
Diesel always.
Because he's running on diesel.
Oh my god.
All right.
was on a roll.
So the comic book stuff had me thinking about my childhood, and I don't even know if we're bringing this up out of order, but I don't care. This is a relic, ladies and gentlemen. This is well before Sam's time. This is called High C Ecto Cooler. It never came in a can. It never came in a can. Here, Tom, you see that? I'll put this over my hideous face. High C Ecto Cooler. It always came in a cardboard box, and the fine people at it still does come in a cardboard box, I'm told. Who even makes this? The Coca-Cola Company makes
Obviously.
Wow, who knew?
it. Right. But believe it or
But I
not,
remember High C.
so I remember drinking this. This was a huge tie-in with the Ghostbuster stuff growing up. I think this was a tie-in with the
That's probably
cartoon.
why, yeah,
But they're
Okay.
bringing it back, obviously for the movie. So I'm going to tap it because who knows what
Yeah,
kind of like combustion is going to happen.
I know.
here. You want to get some hot opening
Action.
close up? Come on, get in here. Ready? Listen to that. Right, listen. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
kind
gonna
of was
enjoy-
hoping it would
enjoy
have
this.
sprayed in your
Yeah, a
face.
little
Okay.
more-
What?
a
Spray.
little more
Okay.
fizz.
Now notice, it's there's
Should be
slime
green, right?
in here, so it comes out green.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrifying.
Yeah, Sam, you're drinking this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna do a live taste test. Here, pass that down. A live taste test
It's
of Ecto
green.
1.
Is it really green?
Very
I'm gonna say
Oh my God, it's
20
neon green.
25th or
You get a
30th
shot?
anniversary.
Like, that is
Oh,
neon.
that's your other drink. I'm gonna take
This
this.
is my cider.
Um,
This is green.
oh, it's
like,
just straight up green. This not only that, it responds to black lights.
Oh,
made that
wow.
up.
why
I
are we?
made
Okay,
that
I was
up.
gonna say,
I
why
made
are
that
we
up. I
allowed to
made that
drink
up.
I
this?
was like, turn on
That
the
would be
lights.
ridiculous.
I know.
Let's get that all in
Be
there.
all,
So it's back. Is it for a limited time? I don't know.
course.
Of course,
It's
probably.
got the Ghostbusters stuff on
Yeah,
it.
it's got
Yeah.
all kinds of Ghostbusters, logos and whatnot celebrating the
smell
new
bad.
Tell
film.
us how much sugar's in it.
Okay. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. 41 grams of sugar.
Yikes.
That's enough for a small army
For a year.
for a whole month, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a lot of sugar.
Okay.
But don't worry, there's 10% real juice in there.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
We're
all
supposed
right,
to
taste
cheers.
test. Oh, right, cheers.
Okay,
of course.
cheers.
To the busting of ghosts
And Iron Teen.
and not in drinking
An
iron
iron
tea.
teen.
Oh, just like I remember.
Not
and just like
bad.
that, I'm transported
I thought it was
25
gonna
years
be
in
really
the past.
gross. A little
I'm
bit.
I'm transported nowhere for this.
It's like
You're
But
transported
it's
to
good.
non-existence because you
Yeah,
weren't
I'm
alive.
transported to before birth.
This is not
what
bad.
this is
not
what before
bad.
birth tastes like.
I thought
This
it
is
was going
not
to be a
bad.
lot. It's gonna be really gross.
Hey.
It's not bad.
Cheers, you guys. We got to take a
Cheers.
break. This Ecto Cooler, not that bad. We'll be right back. Let's throw it to the control room. What's up, Mike?
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We just want to give you a couple of quick shout outs in our chat. Over on YouTube, thank you to David, Anthony, Ishan, Chris, and on Facebook, thanks to Christopher, Jason, Cecilia, Pablo, and Doug. And thank you to you guys who helped discuss the Iron Man topic for a little bit in here. We are going to be right back after one other short break, but get your questions ready about Pokemon Go, what you thought about Amazon's Prime Day, if you actually got anything, or maybe you didn't care. And our third topic, and Robot World Cups. What sports you would like to see robots take on after the Robo World Cup. So we are going to go on one other break, and we will be right back.
We're finally underway with Pokemon Tournament Pokecup Pokeball. We are slow.
What happens when you upload a baby picture to Facebook anyway? Well, it goes from your computer through a bunch of wires, out of your city, and travels at nearly the speed of light until it gets here. This is Facebook's first data center, located in Prineville, Oregon. To call it massive is an understatement. It's got buildings big enough to fit 4 football fields in. And all of it so that you can view that Throwback Thursday photo whenever you want. So Facebook has 6 data centers around the world, all but 2 of which are in the United States. This one was the first, and it's quite a sight. Many of the technologies inside were invented by Facebook. One example is air cooling. Oregon's nice and cool, and Facebook realized that it can take air from the outside, mix it with water and computer exhaust, and find a way to cool its computers without needing to use energy-sucking air conditioners. Why cold air? Well, computers can't run too hot, or they just don't work right. They also can't run too cool, or they have the same problem. Behind all those blinking lights, that's Facebook. So is this, and this, and this. How much of Facebook is stored here? Well, all of it. If Facebook's other 5 data centers were suddenly to stop working, you could still rewatch your old Ice Bucket Challenge video, and, Facebook hopes, you won't even be able to tell anything was wrong. By the way, there are exactly 10 people on staff who fix computers all day long. Facebook is experimenting with testing its app on a bunch of different phones, even old ones dating back as far as 2011. The last little nugget? A computer that can learn to paint. This is a computer program analyzing thousands of paintings and then using that information to paint one of its own.
Hey, welcome back to CNET's Open Tab. We have an open tab today and an open couch. Because joining us now is Jake Kroll? Kroll. No relation?
Nick?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Not at all.
None?
Krol. As far as I'm aware, no.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just want to get that out of the way. Thanks for being here,
Thank
Jake.
you for having
Jake's
me.
one of our lab interns. He's a very good dude, and he's going to help us out with the rest of the show today. All right. We all know the big elephant in. Oh, we should have say the 600-pound Snorlax in the room.
Well done.
Someone called me a Snorlax today.
Really?
They're like, oh, I said, what Pokemon do I remind you of? He goes, Snorlax. I look up Snorlax. Freaking Pokemon sleeps all day, and it's like a fat mess.
It's a big one.
Yeah, thanks, friends. Pokemon Go has had a huge week, and we just have to talk about it just a little bit. If you've got a question or comment about Pokemon Go, you obviously do because you're playing it right now, probably. On your other phone? I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, make sure you chime in, and we'll get to as many questions and or comments as we can. So, Sam, Jake, tell me about your thoughts, your passions, your dreams, your hopes, your futures with Pokemon Go.
Oh, specifically Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not like
not
in
all my
wildlife.
dreams.
Yeah, there's another show for that.
Okay.
But yeah, have you been playing?
I specifically have not been playing because then I wouldn't do any of my work.
Okay.
However, I went out and 2 of my friends left the bar to go find Pokemon. And then what I'm thinking though is at these gyms, is that what they're called?
Yeah. There's.
Don't you can't you meet other Pokemon players?
Yes.
I'm waiting for the first love story to come out of this.
Oh, that's definitely happened. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I've
definitely been
seen
like one night Pokemon Go stands.
Oh yeah, there should be. Like, oh.
I can't wait till inevitably there will be a couple that gets married. They'll have kids, and then like the
How
kids
did
will
you
grow
meet?
up. Hey, Mom and Dad, how did you meet? Well, there was a Bulbasaur in Central Park. You and your mother just couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And just like that, our love blossomed. And that's how it all worked. And then you came around 5 years later. Haha. Yeah. So I haven't been playing a lot. I've seen it. It's not on my phone because, like you said, I need to have a life. I can't be bothered with Squirtles and whatnot. And Jigglypuffs, which are my favorite.
Jigglypuff.
That's my
the best.
favorite Pokemon. Jigglypuff. But what about you, Jake? Have you been playing around?
I haven't played. I downloaded it yesterday. We
Yeah.
went out and we kind of did like a Humans of Pokemon story. So
Yeah.
we went out, we did that, and some people were like really into it. We met some people from Italy who like came over and like were waiting for it to be released.
Like, we don't have this in
And they don't have it, but they have it here, so they
That's
got
true,
really
yeah.
excited. But some people are like saying there's like a whole community around it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy to see like
I think
how.
I think it's definitely worth appreciating the social phenomenon that it has created, right? Where you have a thing that everyone can play, right? Mostly, if you've got a smartphone, you can do it. You can be a part of the whole party, right? So I think that is something really kind of special that most games don't really
Nothing
offer.
really. That was a big thing, is that you get out and like somebody said it gave them something to do while they were like walking around. So it's kind of like an
Right, because
addition-
walking is boring.
Walking
Because
is
living
better
your
than the
life
city.
regularly and seeing a beautiful city like New York, that's boring.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Can't do that.
But they're branding it as AR, like augmented reality, but it's not really AR because you have to be in the app all the time.
And when you're walking.
And it's
Right.
and you're walking in, it needs to be open when you're walking for anything to evolve.
Sure.
And it only goes into AR when a Pokemon approaches. It's
Yeah.
just a regular overlay of like a map that doesn't
Right,
really
right.
show.
Which makes sense. I mean,
Kill the
I
phone
think
better.
the whole sort of accessibility, like most people, if 2 weeks ago, if you said, "Hey, what's AR?" they'd be like, "I have
They
no,
have
idea
no
what
idea.
you're talking about." At the very least, if this has done anything to educate the public, it is that, oh, AR, this is what it is. Like, whenever I now need to convey that idea, that concept to somebody, I'd be like, you did Pokemon Go, right? That's AR. That is the overlay on top of the real world, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, what else? How long do you think this lasts? Let's be honest.
I say a month.
You think we've got a month left?
I think so, probably.
Okay.
I'm
Sam?
hoping.
I say 3.5 weeks.
No, I think
Oh,
I'm with
a little
you.
under.
I feel
Okay.
like in 2 weeks, it's not really going to be like much of a thing. I don't know.
I feel like it's just taking up too much time. Like it's just,
Yeah.
you know, people are leaving work, someone got in a car crash. I mean, miserable, awful things could happen.
Yeah, that stuff's been happening, unfortunately.
And it's kind of evolving. I know there were some stories yesterday that business owners are paying to like have like the owners of the gyms come to them.
Right.
But then like I feel like it's interrupting the experience for like the true players of
Yeah.
the game. They don't want to have
Yeah.
to go and like have to pay to like catch a Pokemon.
No, that's real
So
bad.
it's not going to be good for them. It's cutting them out.
And I think like, I think for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks up to a month, we'll have that sort of hangover. But then don't forget all the copycat stuff that's going to
Oh,
make its
yeah.
way. Like if you're a developer, a mobile developer,
Those
and
are the
you've
way to
been
do it.
even thinking about doing something with AR, you're all over
Yeah,
that.
now's
and
the
you're
time.
rushing to
They're
get
gonna
that
do
out.
something coming out.
Get it certified and get it put in the store. So,
I'm excited about that though, to see more AR games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all down for that.
okay, very cool. We got some questions about Pokemon Go, some comments. Let's toss it to Mike in the control room.
All right, so Jason in our chat commented on that his wife is 29 and pregnant, but it's not stopping her from hunting Pokemon in this game. Caesar wants to know what you guys think about the Pokemon Go Plus, the wristband accessory. And Pablo is also asking how far do you think Pokemon Go will go?
Yeah, I think we answered that last one. I mean, personally, and I don't want to be like the guy hating on Pokemon Go, because I think it's at the end of the day kind of cool, but I just need it. It's out of 10. I need it to be at like a 6.
Yeah, it's
right
a
now.
little too much in my face right now.
Let's all maybe, I don't know, think about real
Tone
life
it
for a
down.
second.
I feel
what
like
were you gonna say?
Nintendo's going to keep it going as long as their value went up by
Oh, they're-
billions of dollars.
Yeah,
I think.
it
Yeah.
did
So
okay.
They're going to push it as much as they can.
Yeah,
So even
for
if it dies down, they're still going to be putting out updates for it and trying to fix.
Oh, it'll definitely be
Yeah.
updated.
Yeah.
There'll be new features and whatnot. What about the wrist accessory? Do
They're
you know
going
much about that?
For I think they're regular like $35-$40, but they're
Okay.
on eBay for like $300-$500, and essentially it adds like another element to the game.
Oh, all right. Do you
So-
know what it does? Because I'm not super
I
familiar
think
with
it allows you to catch Pokemon when your phone is not there.
See,
Or
that's
on your
actually
phone.
would be
I
a
think
good-
that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, to have something while your phone's not on.
Right,
Or at least
because-
not,
Yeah.
you know, open with the app. That would be.
And it looks like a Pokeball.
That would be good.
So people
Of
are gonna
course
like
it
that.
does.
And you get, like,
Did you know that Pokemon means pocket monsters?
What's that?
Oh really?
Pokemon means pocket monsters.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
I'll
a
buy
made
that.
up.
I could see
word.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's a
Oh,
neat
the
fact.
more you know. Thanks,
Definitely.
Sam.
Yeah.
For that little nugget of info. Speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo announced a brand new micro console.
Oh, it's so cute.
I believe the NES is probably older than the both of you,
Yes.
which just need a moment of silence for. That's really weird. Anyway, So there was this game system in the 80s, and it was called the NES.
Wow.
And it was like the first major home console. And they're re-releasing this as a $60 little device, packed in with 30 games. This is really cool stuff. Have you guys played?
I
Nintendo?
played the games. I mean, doesn't that seem like a good deal to get that many games?
I
on the
think it's a
little
pretty
console?
good deal. I think, like for me, you know, you look at the games that they're offering. It's 30 games. A lot of that stuff is sort of spread out on their
Yeah.
virtual console stuff that they've been offering the last couple of years on the Wii, the Wii U, the DS, the 3DS. I think it's like a really nice idea to get all that consolidated into one thing. Another cool thing, the little mini NES has the same port that the Wii controller has, so you can likely plug in any of those old Pro controller or any of those accessories that you might have had for Wii and Wii U, pop it in there, you're good to go. It also comes with the original square rectangle NES controller. You could buy another one. I feel like, yeah, it's $60, but it's like that $60, like, I almost want to call it a stocking stuffer sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
got the packaging for a stocking
it's
stuffer, where it's
tiny.
like a lot of stars and graphics, and you're like, oh, I get it. This is like at the checkout line at Target or
Yeah.
something like that. So I think it's actually a really cool idea. Are you guys into it?
I think it's gonna be big. I'm excited for Donkey Kong
Yeah.
on it, but I think it's gonna be popular. I can see a lot of my friends at college coming.
Oh, yeah,
buying
in
it.
college,
They're gonna
people
put their
just-
money out and just plug it right into the
That's
TVs
it,
in
right?
the dorms.
And the size, it's going to be perfect.
perfect.
And they'll probably release like a yellow one with 30 new
Yeah.
games and a blue one. They'll do that whole thing. All right, let's pivot into Amazon Prime Day, which just concluded a couple days ago. What did you guys think? What did you buy? Full disclosure, everybody, I bought underwear. That's right, I bought $25 freaking worth of underwear, and it's going to last me for the next decade.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's not as glamorous as an Amazon Echo or a Kindle. What did you guys get?
I didn't get an Echo either. I actually didn't get the one thing that I wanted, which was a slow cooker. They had some great deals on slow cookers.
Oh, what happened?
I forgot. And then the
and those sales are
dang
the flash sales,
timer
right?
just ran out, and then it was back to $140 slow cooker, and I'm not shelling out that much.
Kidding me?
It was a cool one. It was
Just
a
to
rice
cook slow?
cooker.
Yeah.
It was a warmer, a cooler, a yogurt maker. Oh, God.
Oh.
It's like an all-in-one.
All right.
It was a 7-in-1.
Maybe it's like the intern gift that, no, I'm not promising you a slow cooker gift.
I need a slow cooker.
What did you try to buy? Did you get your slow cooker?
I did not get a slow cooker. I had a lot of issues buying stuff though.
Why?
The
Like
lightning.
emotional or technical?
Technical. There was
Oh.
a lot of technical issues with it. So the lightning deals, like it said, -61, -54.
What the hell's
And
that mean?
I have no idea. I couldn't add anything to cart, but I
Oh.
eventually got there and I picked up one of those like bendable tripods.
Okay.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Some big crate of vitamin water.
I felt like a lot of the stuff they
There was a
had.
lot of like toilet paper and like
It's a lot of like
cleaning
bare
stuff.
necessities. That's
Yeah.
why I got underwear. I got like a bunch of
They had,
dog
like
treats.
bundles for like Tide Pods and dryer sheets and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
I
it
got,
wasn't
like-
that big of a discount.
It wasn't, and man, you know, I love Amazon. Probably spend $5,000 on Amazon a year. Okay, full transparency. But I feel like a lot of the deals were not maybe deceptive, but a little misleading,
Yeah.
right? You seem to be creating the illusion that you're saving more than maybe you actually were. But nevertheless, it was definitely an improvement year over year,
Yeah.
and they're probably going to do it again next year.
Yeah.
which
I
is
mean,
when
yeah,
I'll-
they sold a
Have to.
ton of stuff.
they sold so much stuff.
One of the people that works at CNET bought a ton of diapers.
Yeah, that's the move.
First of all, we have so many parents at CNET right now. It's
do.
amazing.
It's a lot of parents, myself included. There you go. There's a onesie right there. What does that say? I drink until I pass out.
It's a good
All
one.
That applies for all generations, especially me. Thanks,
Yep.
Brian.
Cool.
Creep. Okay, we have comments. Everyone's screaming at me in my ear. My wife's calling me. That's not a joke. She actually is. Yeah. What do we got in the control room there, Mike?
All right, so on YouTube, a couple people are still in Pokemon. They say that they cannot leave this game. They love it. Another one says that Pokemon Go's importance may die down, but every update with more Pokemon, people will freak out again. Then moving into Amazon, Jason on Facebook said he bought an Echo, but it hasn't shipped yet. He's hoping not to get a rushed one. Danny was also tempted by a pot that she saw in her Facebook feeds. Caesar saying that Fanime is a lightning deal in several colors. If you click on the colors, it's sold out and gets added to a wait list. So he felt like it was a little bit of a convoluted sales system. But yeah, that's what they were saying on that for the Amazon topic.
It's tough. I feel like I'm filled with a lot of regret. I should have got an Echo.
I should have gotten a lot of things.
Should I just, you know?
It still
Shattered past.
wasn't the best deal. That was like $130, but when it was first released, Prime members could get it for $100.
Oh, that's right.
And I feel like there's a new one around the corner also.
There
so you
probably
can probably
is.
get this one for cheaper, and I'll still get the software updates.
What are we gonna do when you guys leave? We're gonna be lost. We're gonna be lost without you guys. You too, Tom. Don't forget.
We got a lot of interns in here.
There's a lot of interns. This whole show is being held together with duct tape and interns. What's that?
Okay, it's going well.
What's happening? The Robot World Cup took place in Germany. Did you guys know about this?
I did. They fell over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because robots ain't the most graceful things in the world.
They can't play soccer.
Look at these soccer kicking robots.
Actually, apparently they can play a little bit.
I'm sorry, this looks like the most boring ass soccer game in
Can
the
you
history
imagine
of
watching
soccer.
that like in person?
Oh my God! Look at all these. Oh well, what's gonna happen with the black team? And what a kick!
Oh, no.
Give me a
What a
break.
kick.
Robots can't play sports,
They shouldn't be
but
playing.
apparently they did. Oh, what a header!
See? Told you.
Get out of here.
Down.
That's actually kind of cool. That was like a nice
Those
one-timer.
ones are
The
better.
really
I like
ones
the
are
little
cool.
The
ones.
little hockey puck
Yeah,
ones.
those
These
ones are
guys,
better.
you know, they're just trying too hard. Like, oh, run, run. No.
Goalie's not even moving.
Come on, man.
Wake up,
Dude, they
goalie!
went in.
What are you doing?
Okay, finally.
Right?
Finally scored.
Finally scored. Tough. That was a real
They
persistent goal.
probably
there.
shouldn't do it again in the future.
Yeah, no.
So this is a thing. There were a lot of people there, inexplicably. What sports would you want to see robots play if you had to? Not going by this because that looked mostly awful.
Maybe bowling.
Bowling?
Bowling or
Some good
baseball.
precision bowling.
Dude, bowling
it's
is
the
like the
simplest-
easiest. That's like a pitch machine, like a pitching machine.
You could just have that. That's-
That's it. They'll bowl 300s
yeah,
the whole
every
time.
time would be good.
Yeah?
I'd watch it.
You're a sick kid. I like it. That's a
I'd
sick
watch it. It
mind.
wouldn't
You
work
just
with
want to see
baseball.
perfection.
Wouldn't work with baseball.
Why not?
It's they'd have to run around. I mean,
Oh, I guess.
it'd be
Like
too
home run
much for
derby
that.
would work.
They have to have like the little the slot car tracks. They have to pull them around the base.
Right.
That's way too much.
Jake has this all figured out.
gonna do it.
Sam, what sport would you like to see roboticized?
It's a new verb.
Yeah.
I would actually. I used to be a competitive rower, and I'd like to see
Crew.
them row. Yeah.
Huh.
Which would be just to sort of see how well they can keep the boat set, and you know.
I believe that's
How
called a
graceful they are.
speedboat. I believe that's called,
No,
that's
I
called
mean
a
you.
jet ski.
No, I mean like you have a boat,
Yeah.
and then you have little robots sitting in it.
Okay, like rowing.
Rowing.
That is the most analog meets digital thing
Yeah,
ever.
that's
okay.
the thought.
So crew, you want robot crew.
Yeah.
I
But they have to be
respect that.
waterproof. I feel like that's
Oh, yeah.
the big issue.
If not, would be kind of hilarious.
If not, you know, they
Plastic
all.
wrap.
Just saran wrap all the
All of
robots. Okay.
See how-
Forefront of technology.
see how
Push them in, and that's it.
Is this
Done.
like a precursor for the future of like robots?
I hope not.
No, that would be awful.
I hope not. But I would love to do commentary. I'm just putting it out there. I would love to do commentary on robot Olympic sports. If you have my application, it has been submitted.
It'll be good.
Thank you guys so much for being here on this
you.
episode of Open Tab. Give it
Of
up for
course.
Sam. Give it up for Jake. Tom over there helping us out on camera. You'll never see him. I wish we could show you. Lyda before. Mike and Brian in the control room. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
there he is.
And thank you at home for joining us for another edition. You can catch us every week on Facebook, on YouTube, and one day, hold on, put that back. I want to hit my head on that box there a little bit. No, I'm kidding. And then one day we'll be streaming somewhere else. And this is how big CNET is. Have a great week. Have a safe week. Keep the conversation going on in the comments. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.